In '69 was tumultuous times across the nation and certainly in Los Angeles. Vietnam War is raging. We've got Richard Nixon. We have assassinations. The elements of fear were still out there.
Remember, you had the Watts riots of 1965, which entirely polarized the city along racial lines. Race relations between African Americans and whites was terrible.
Tomorrow, Los Angeles elects a mayor. Thomas Bradley, a city councilman, a Negro, is... Tom Bradley, how are you?
The race between Bradley and Yorty in 1969 was really over the soul and direction of Los Angeles. Between a very conservative white candidate and an up-and-coming progressive black candidate, and it was as dirty and rough a campaign as Los Angeles had ever seen.
Sam Yorty was an old-line, traditional politician who ultimately sunk to a level of lowness to try to gain political advantage.
You believe there's a power combine of black militants, white radicals, communists manipulating Bradley's campaign?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I know it. It's very obvious here.
Yorty's smear campaign was successful, but Tom Bradley would not be defeated. By the next day, Bradley, the son of a sharecropper, was planning his rematch against Mayor Yorty.
Tom Bradley was not a radical. Tom Bradley was a former police officer, so I think that made white voters and Jewish voters and others feel a certain amount of comfort with him.
We are a divided city today, divided on the basis of race and religion and on the basis of neighborhood, on the basis of age. And it's about time that we begin to pull together.
What I did see, and what gave all of us a lot of optimism, was a plethora of faces, multicolored, multicultural, multi-generational, reaching out to him. He represented a new age in politics.
By the time Bradley came into politics, many people had given up hope for coalitions between black voters and white voters. So it came as a very great surprise to people that in Los Angeles, of all cities, Tom Bradley was putting together a coalition principally of blacks and whites, and among those whites, principally Jews. For people who had longed to have a voice at City Hall and had been excluded, the Bradley coalition was the greatest hope that had come along in years.
And the people of Los Angeles wanted that rematch. As I look back on it, they wanted to see Tom Bradley go against Sam Yorty again. And I believe they wanted to cleanse their consciences and say, you know what, we are going to support a black man, and we're going to rise above the fear that has been thrust upon us.
Mayor Tom Bradley!
I thought it was a watershed moment for the city of LA because they proved to the rest of the nation that an African American could be elected mayor in a major city that did not have a predominant black population.
Tonight was the fulfillment of a dream, the impossible dream. The victory which has come tonight is not just a victory for Tom Bradley, not just a victory for the campaign, but a victory for progress, a victory for our children. Thank you very much. We're here to serve all of the people. We want no favoritism extended to anybody because of their power, their prestige, their influence, or their so-called connections.
Tom Bradley opened up doors to city government that never had been opened before. One of the things he instituted what we call area days, where he would spend an entire day from morning until night in a certain geographic section of the city, trying to meet with as many people or organizations as he possibly could.
Right here, they were going to build a rapid transit system, and they're going to take out a park.
Whatever the issues might have been, it didn't matter what walk of life you came from, whether you were rich and poor, or what color of your skin. He would make everybody feel comfortable.
I think every Angelino of my generation was influenced by Tom Bradley. In 1973, it was a tremendous victory for the idea that LA had to include a broader group of communities in its leadership. Tom Bradley was the first coalition builder in the city of Los Angeles.